Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth Sibanda and I'm so glad you're able to join me today. I'm airing from Swindon, UK from Radban Golf Club. This is the club where my husband and my son are members. They've been members here for a few years now. Today, if you're joining me for the first time, this channel is all about food, faith and business. And today I want to talk about a business opportunity, a career opportunity for your kids. So if you've got children, I just want to invite you to stay with me. Hey, listen guys, not all our kids are going to be footballers, right? Not everybody's child is going to be the next Raheem Sterling and the next Saka. No, not all of them. The chances of our kids making it through football, the football route is very difficult, especially in England. These kids start playing football like, I don't know, they start playing football when they're 2 years old. And by the time you bring your child along, you take your child along to the football club at 6, at 5, it's already too late. But I'm not saying, don't give it a chance. If your child, your son or your daughter are talented in football, go for it. Let them play football. It's so cold, it's so windy. But like I'm saying, the biggest opportunity with golf is that your child learns to develop themselves. They learn to be disciplined. They learn to deal with frustrations. It's a sport that improves their personal development a lot. I mean, I see that in my son, just learning to deal with a frustration, for example, it used to be a challenge in in his early days when he plays poor golf and he gets so mad, he's stomping off and doing stuff like that. But then teaching him to understand that you're playing poor golf because you haven't been doing what your coach is telling you, you haven't been doing what your dad is telling you, you haven't been doing what, you haven't been practicing. So you can't blame anybody. So like with any other sport, I understand it's kind of the same dedication that has to go into golf. And I understand that every other sport will improve your child in those regards. But the greatest thing about golf is because it's not a team sport, nobody can impede the growth of your child, the development of your child in that field, in that sport. It's up to them to make it. Racism can't play a part in stopping them. If a child is good, they are good. You can't stop them. I mean, they couldn't stop Tiger Woods even if they tried. A lot of African parents really become intimidated when it comes to taking your child along to a golf club and helping them to, getting them started in golf. And I mean, I don't want to go into the details of why people become intimidated, but the most common reason that I come across is a lot of parents say, but I don't know how to play golf, so how can I sign my child up for golf? It doesn't matter. You don't have to know how to play golf. The thing is, a lot of these golf clubs have got programs for kids. When we joined this club, we saw that they have a wide range of training programs for kids, and they start from as early as 4 years old. They come on a Saturday morning for maybe 30 minutes or an hour, and just £5 each, a group lesson, and they all start learning how to swing that club from 5-6 years old. And what always breaks my heart every Saturday when we come here is those groups are mostly white kids. These 5 and 6 year olds that are coming out to swing at golf club for 30 minutes and so on are going to be the next generation of golfers in the next 20-30 years. So that means the face of golf will never change. It will still be dominated by white people. Now, we have to do something as Africans. We need to go out there and take those bold steps, like I said, and start having our kids getting introduced to sports like golf. The other excuse that I hear a lot is that, it's too expensive. Now, when it comes to kids playing golf, everything costs money, right? Every sport costs money, but you have to take it into perspective. Go online and check out the golf fees for your children. Every club is different. You're looking at an annual membership cost of maybe between 70 to 140 pounds a year to maybe 220, 230 pounds per year. So what that membership fee that basically does for your child is they're able to come out anytime they like throughout the year, and they're able to also participate in the competitions that are organized by that club throughout the year. I just want to show you why that is kind of a reasonable charge. Because if you are just to come out on a Saturday morning as an adult, just to play one round of golf, 9 holes, you're paying nothing less than £20 for that day. If you want to do 18 holes, for most clubs, they're charging £40, 50, 60, £70 for an 18-hole game on a Saturday morning. You know, so when you're paying £100 for a whole year for your child, do you see what I mean? It's not that much of a cost. If they're playing football, you're gonna buy those expensive, you know, football boots and the traveling and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that there's no traveling involved with golf. As your child becomes better, they get involved in a lot more competitions, and it's encouraged for them to play as well outside of their club. That gives them kind of experience, exposure to different courses and all that. That's important. So yes, golf can be expensive, but so is every other sport out there. The clubs, I would say, are the one thing for me as a mom is expensive, but they are not a charge that happens every other day. You know, it's not like every other month that you're buying new golf clubs for your child. As your child is growing, you have to change their clubs. And you can buy second-hand clubs. There are so many second-hand clubs. Just take a look, just go on eBay and type whatever your child's age is, and just search for second-hand or used golf clubs online. You will find so many that are available. So let's get them started. Buy some second-hand clubs, sign them up to a golf club. So you can drop them off there over the weekend and increase their frequency of practices. They are becoming better and so on. They probably have to come out 2-3 times a week. In the summertime, it's a bit more intensive because then they're encouraged to come out a lot more frequently. Obviously, there are more competitions in summertime. So give them a chance. So your child has an opportunity to actually become professional, and I'm going to ask my husband to explain a little bit about how that can happen. Sha, can you please explain that?
Well, for somebody to turn professional, well, they have to be, I think, about 16 years of age. But there could be maybe consideration for the way a person is performing. For example, when Lydia Ko became professional, she was below 16, I think, about 15. And it's because she was already that good. She was winning the Women Opens, the majors for women. She was winning those, and so they had to make a consideration in that case. But as early as 16, I think one can already be a professional, depending on, of course, their performance.
So Sha, can you explain what it means to turn professional for those parents maybe that are not familiar with the whole golf scene?
Well, it means you are living, or you're earning, you're living from golf. The golf profession, whether you are playing or you're a coach. I think those two main ones. So that's what it means, being, a professional.
Like, how much money can a child earn? Like, just approximately.
A person, because you're now talking about a professional. So
okay. But it's still, you can still be your child.
Age does not matter anymore. So it depends on the sponsorships that you have. That's one. Secondly, how many, where are you coming up in terms of your competitions? Are you playing during the weekends? Do you make the cut? So whether or not you're making the cut,
what does that mean? What does that mean? Making a cut?
Yeah, making a cut is that you have a field of 100 and something players on Thursday and Friday, so first and second rounds. So
at the start of a competition, you mean?
It's usually 4 days of 18 holes each day, and then but that field, the initial field that plays the first 2 days, has to be cut to something like 70, 72 players, depending on the purse, the total amount that will be on offer for the tournament, because up to 72 players have to share that.
Okay, so you mean if you are able to make the cut,
Yeah.
so let's say you're in the top 70, that means you get some amount of money?
Yeah, you do get some amount of money. I think as of recent, because of Live Golf, you know, the PGA tournaments have been in other tournaments, whether DP World tournaments as well, they've kind of bumped up the purse. So that means even if you're number 70, you might get maybe say $5,000, for example.
Okay.
So, but it does help because it covers, at least you get money back for having, you know, incurred costs for your hotel, your flights, you know, and stuff like that. But then in addition to that, then you have your endorsements and so on. You know, it varies. Really, I can't put a figure on it.
Back to kids and golf. Why do you think a lot of African kids are not getting involved in golf? What do you think about that whole scene?
Well, I think there's always this perception that golf is for rich people, it's an elite sport. And I think that's what is actually prohibiting, you know, keeping back a lot of minorities from playing golf.
So is it not an elite sport?
It is not.
And why do you say that?
Well, because basically it is quite accessible. If you would look at, you know, junior golfing, you know, across the world, there are opportunities for and initiatives, programs to actually develop junior golf. So this is why I actually know that it is not an elite sport.
There you had the men. My husband is such a keen golfer. He basically introduced our kids to golf from a very early age. So even in time he started hitting golf balls is as early as 2 years old. As soon as he could hold a club, he was hitting golf balls. But I think there are so many opportunities in golf, guys, and just do your research, especially look at the golf clubs in your area, check out the pricing structure. Make sure that if you're signing up your child to a club, that it has a good program for kids, because some clubs don't have a really strong program, and you can tell that from the number of competitions that they offer children. The more frequently kids can have competitions, the better they become, obviously. So you want them to join a club where they have frequent competitions. And those competitions can start from as early as 6 years old. They're already going out as a little group, you know, in an official competition. And it's a big deal for 6-7-year-olds to participate in a competition. And you want them to start out that early. And it's not too late if you've got teenagers as well. Don't give up. Get them introduced to golf even from, you know, their teens, 15, 16, girls, boys, it doesn't matter. Get them introduced. So thanks for joining me today. I really hope this video blessed you. See you in our next video, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share this video. If it blessed you in any way, subscribe, share and like it. I'll see you next time.